Good day, people. So I'm kinda back again now. You will get a replay today as well, but first we will put some good spotlight on Ghostlands by Spinel and Forsaken. Now I learned some cool information because I obviously knew this before, but I didn't think about it. Forsaken is also the one who has created Tides of War and Rise of the Blood Elves. So we're gonna see some comeback on some of the stuff we've seen in those campaigns. So, let's get into the map. Ghostlands would be a risk-based map inspired in LTA and Scars of Kael'thas. Of course, I know LTA, but I'm not sure about Scars of Kael'thas. I'm not going to comment on that. During the map, the players will have to fight for defense their base, advance against the enemy, complete quests, gaining heroes, bases, and more. The income system let the players to gain gold with no miners and lumber system, which will be replaced with magical pieces that can be gained from blood crystals. It's an income system as well. So we're gonna go through the different factions or players that will be available. So first team, which is the Blood Elves forces. For nearly 7,000 years, High Elf society is centered on the sacred Sunville, a magical fount that was created using the vial of pure arcane energy from the first Vial of Eternity during the Third War. However, the High Elves were nearly scoured from Azeroth, led by the Death Knight Arthas. A Scourge army stormed into Kael'thas, slaughtering almost 90% of the kingdom's population. Now calling themselves Blood Elves, they try to take their home back. Main leader, Lothar Artheron. Faction leader, Red. Oh god. So let's move on to the next one. Once a group comprised solely of High Elves, many of the Fast Riders who survived the Scourge invasion of Kael'thas have become Blood Elves. Based in Tranquillien, the organization is considered a part of the Blood Elven government. Main leader Holdren Brightwing. I don't know why I thought Blightwing. Faction color yellow. Oh shit, that's a bit. I'm gonna use this one instead to get a more smooth one. Kael'thas, together with 15% of the Blood Elven people, made the journey into Outland with his new allies, with the goal of finding a lasting method to state the Elven addiction and claiming a new homeland for the Sindori. Kael'thas thus put his plans into motion. However, he had not forgotten about his people still in Kael'thas. Grand Magister Romath, a powerful archmage who served Kael'thas' ambitions faithfully, was sent back to reclaim Kael'thas with a contingent of magisters. So the main leader is of course Romath, and then the faction is going to be Orange. So let's move on to some new people here. Well, not necessarily new. High Elf forces. They were betrayed by their own, slaughtered by the fallen prince, and obstraced by the racist Grand Marshal, which we all know who is. Many of them followed their former leader, left their ancient legacy, and became Sindori. These remain strong, true, and pure. They are the survivors of Kael'thas. They are Quel'Dorei, the High Elves, and they will stand pure and rise from the ashes. Main leader, Ranger Lord Hawkspear. So, I might suggest that High Elves forces might be solo? Could be. Now we're gonna move on to Wretched forces. The Wretched are elves, usually Blood Elves, that fail to control their initiate addiction to magic. There's some words I can't say properly here, sorry about that. Overdealing in arcane sources to the point of deformity and often insanity, obsessed with obtaining and devouring magic. They are a danger to both themselves and others. They are usually too violent to surrender. Main leader Thalis the Hungerer. Teal. Okay, Thalis the Hungerer. Yeah, I know who that is. Which seems to be maybe another solo faction by looks of it. I'm not gonna say anything, but just what I think. Now we're moving on to the Scourge forces, led by their leader Masboth of the Black. The undead forces in Kael'thas are trying to take back every piece of land once conquered by King Arthas and stolen by the remnants of the elves. Masboth the Black. So I have to do some searching up and find out who that is. But I know who the next one is. During the Scourge invasion of Kael'thas, Deathhome was created to be a Scourge citadel in the southwestern Ghostlands, marking the beginning of the Dead Scar. it is the major headquarters of the Scourge in the Ghostlands. In Kael'thas, sightless for powers, the undead attack the elves' forces in hope of conquer all Kael'thas. Main leader Dark Thayer, faction color purple. Let's move on to Sentinel forces. So people who played in World of Warcraft and Burning Crusade and played in Ghostlands as, I don't know, just Horde, will know that there are Sentinel forces there, plotting and spying. The Sentinel Spies is an expedition sent to Kael'thas in order to spy on the activities of the Blood Elves and sabotage them. They consist of completely Night Elves with one exception, the Dwarf, Prospector and Vanguard. Most of their activities takes place in Ghostlands, but also a few in Eversong Woods. Main leader, none at the moment, and faction color is light blue. Amani forces. Okay, hold on here, just a quick drink here. The recent fall of Kael'thas led to a unique opportunity to once again attempt to reclaim their ancestral lands. In the wake of the loss of the Sentinel, several tribes attacked the weakened elves. Soldier also returned after years of missing to lead the trolls against the elves. Main leader Sol'jin, faction color dark green, and of course his ally will be the trolls of Sebwatha, and Torvatha will help their leader Sol'jin to decimate all of your arch enemies and begin their advance on Kael'thas. Ready and hopeful for next time, glory days. This is the time. Oh God. This is the time to take back what is rightfully theirs. Main leader Chieftain Sul Marosh, faction color grey. So this is, in fact, Ghostlands. And now I will quickly, because if we go to home, we're gonna go looking at a little bit on Brigand's Haven here, but right here we're gonna be looking at screenshots that has been released. So here we can already see Silvermoon City, and I have to say, homana, homana, homana. That looks beautiful. Look at that. From what I can see, that looks like to be the Silvermoon Spire. If you can see my mouse, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like that is gonna be the Silvermoon Spire. And like the rest of the area, it just looks so epic. I can see one of the entrances here, the main gate which was destroyed, and here we have the Dead Scar. Then of course we have more elven land over here, and if we continue down, we can also see that they have brought in some custom stuff as well, which is the Dawnstrider Harbor from Northrun, in fact. So we're gonna see some Northrun as well in this map. And if we keep going down, of course this is the High Elves main base, which of course I did forget to say it looks beautiful as well. I'm not gonna lie there. Sunstrider Isle, and it's just what I would imagine it as well. I remember this place especially good in World of Warcraft, so it's good to see that making a comeback. And then we have the Isle of Quel'Danar. Holy shit! We can obviously see where the Sunwell is supposed to be, and then we see like this grand fortress, which is supposed to be the Magister's Terrace, which is what I'm gonna assume it is. And of course we have the Dead Scar, ruined stuff, and some elven base there, and yeah, more stuff there, Sunwell, and etc, and etc. And there's more as well, which got Sulmarash, which is a undead troll place in the south, just at the borders of Kael'thas, in fact, or at least to the entrance. So I guess we're maybe gonna see some of Eastern Plaguelands as well, perhaps, or just this. There is a big chance it might just be this as well. Let's keep going down and see if more we can find. So here we have the Refugee Island, which is the Night Elf area. Like, it is an LTA as well. It doesn't have much there. It has a small Night Elven base, but in this it's gonna be like a major stronghold. And we can also see like in the middle here there's a portal, which I'm gonna assume takes them to another Night Elf base, or it actually takes them to what's it called? To the mainland again. We can also see that ships might be used in this map, just based off on that we see harbors, we see ships, and etc. And I do believe that was it. Yeah, there's no more screenshots. So I did, of course, I have seen this before on GameRoll, in fact, but I didn't see it getting too updated or anything, so I was afraid it was like a dead project. That's why I didn't want to make a video. But now I know that they are still working on it, and I'm looking forward to see so much more of this map. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to give your feedback, join Brigand's Haven and then log on or register an account. Give your feedback to Spinel and Forsaken so they can improve this map. So thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, bye bye.